Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Copy Corner with your host, Terry Schilling.
And Dan Marzullo.
The show is brought to you every episode by copyforeverybody.com and draftedcontent.io, two sites that, of course, shamelessly plugging that Dan and I have created, but also just to help other writers create content, get inspired. So definitely go check out those websites. They're free and they're awesome. And speaking of free and awesome, Dan, this is the topic for today's episode. We are going to be talking about the invaluable, beneficial, helpful, free tools that we use every day to help our business. And we want to talk about this because we've talked about our tech stack, if you will, before, and we'll get into some of those tools that we've used for free that ultimately we end up paying for. But we just want to start covering some of these tools and just looking at to help your writing business. Some that you have probably used every day already and just think like, oh yeah, I just searched them and I found them and I'm using them. But also just thinking of like looking back and peeling back at your business, Dan, of just like, what do I need to help run my business? There's all these different elements, of course, like writing, staying focused, marketing, staying like on task with sending emails. There's also like the accounting thing side of things, right? So like looking back and what are these elements that I need to help run my business and where I can save? Because if you're a freelancer starting out, small business owner, you want to find those areas where you can save money. Because I'm sure, Dan, you and I are both big believers in investing in our business that can help us grow. But it's also good to look back and see, oh, this is free and this is exactly what I need for now. Let me use that.
Absolutely, Terry. I think there's a lot of free things that, in the world of software and SaaS that we live in today, there's so
Hmm.
many cool gadgets and things you add, but you have to keep track of where you are spending. And if you can cut some of that and use some free options instead, it's a great way to do that.
Yeah, and absolutely. And it helps with your efficiency too as a writer, as a business owner. And it's definitely worth, looking at those tools and seeing how you can incorporate them in your, everyday business and life. So that's what we're going to go through. We have a handful of tools. We were just talking before we recorded live. We're not sure how many there are. We could have easily counted, but we were just going back and forth. So we're just going to list them off and have some fun with it. I'll go ahead and start with a very simple one or a few simple ones. We'll get some easy ones out of the way. Google Docs. Start with Google Docs. It is free. If you are a writer and you need this, send drafts, you export things as PDFs, Google Docs, sign up for a Google account if you don't have one. But there's a lot of cool things that you can do just to help your writing in Google Docs, like easily search word counts. You can create like almost like this like flat page is like a new feature that you can use where it almost just feels like you're writing on a website. You don't have to use like the different breaks, like the grammar things that you've learned in like Microsoft Word. But Google Docs is a great free tool, to use. And then I'll go right into, something that you and I, Dan, have talked about and used before. It's editing tools, two big ones that people know about, Grammarly and Hemingway app. Now I pay for Grammarly now, but Grammarly is free. You can get like basic writing, advice and edits. And they have an extension that you can put in your browser, or even if you're typing in an email, you can see errors that come up, right? And then Hemingway app I love because it just gives a little bit more detail of how you know you can condense your writing and uh, make it just feel more personable and authentic. And I think it just offers a little bit more insightful things, than Grammarly. But those are three tools to list off, to start. And Dan, tag you're in.
Take it. No, those are good, Terry. And I love, like the first one you said, Google Docs. I don't know about you, but I get frustrated when somebody sends me a Word doc. I'm like, come on, man, it's 2022. I don't even know how to
Yeah.
open this,
I know exactly. I just like, all right, I'm gonna open this in my email and I'm gonna export it as a Google Doc now, so I can
Exactly.
find this easier. Yeah,
Right. You're just going to take it and transform it into a Google Doc anyway.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah. No, so my tool is Terry. The three that I've got written down here, I kind of broke out as, the first one is a sales tool. The second one is a project management tool. And then the
Perfect.
third one is like SEO marketing tool, right? So
Mhm.
first one, sales, right? You're a business owner, sales are part of your job. So you got to have a quality CRM, right? HubSpot is free, awesome free HubSpot CRM tool. So if you don't have a way to kind of track leads, set reminders for yourself to follow up with people, or leave notes on calls from prospects and things like that, you definitely need a CRM. HubSpot's free. That's what we use. It's been awesome.
Nice.
The next one, so project management, Trello. Pretty much
Hmm.
our team kind of lives and dies in Trello. Everything we do, from assigning articles and tasks to, getting the actual deliverable and then sending it back to the client. We do everything through there to kind of cut down on email, and it just keeps all of the projects together so you can see what's happening where, and everything stays nice and organized. You don't have to go back to a client and be like, well, where's this article, and search through 50
Hmm.
different email threads, right? So Trello's free. Definitely check that out if you want to kind of streamline that workflow.
Well, a quick
Um,
question on Trello, Dan. And do you always invite your client into that Trello board with the project that you're working on, or is it for more internal use?
Oh yeah, no, good question, Terry. Yeah, just to clarify, just internally. So we'll
Okay.
assign and run everything internally, and then when that final piece is completed in Trello, our team will take it and then kick it back to the client separately outside of Trello. So that's kind of just our internal workspace.
Okay. Got it. Because
Yeah,
I've seen,
absolutely.
I know I've heard other, freelancers and writers invite their client into that board where they can see kind of in real updates or like what they may need from them. It's like, hey, don't forget to schedule this call with me to review edits, or don't forget to review these edits, leave comments, which I can find helpful. It's really up to you. But if you just want a more internal and just to see, like that's what I do. Like I use Asana, and I've heard great things about Trello, and I've used Trello with other clients before. But just for me to kind of keep on task. But again, these are free tools that can help either way.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'd say that's up to you if you want to bring the clients on that board or not. Either way works out, right? However you have
Yeah.
that contract structured.
But if you invite that client, just be careful. You don't want the internal team talking to one another and being like, is this
Right.
person ever going to look at this? Can you, like, are they ever going to pay us? Like all this stuff. And like,
Right.
you get an inside look. So just be mindful of that, of course.
Right. Good point, Terry. That's too funny.
Yeah.
And then, so my third and final tool here, kind of on the SEO marketing side, is, and I know we've talked a little bit about it before, but just Uber suggests, right? If you need
Mm,
a tool for SEO, keyword research, and figuring out what you want to rank for, Uber suggests, I think, has the most features for a free tool like that I've found so far. So super
love it.
helpful there.
Yeah. No, I love it. I want to jump into, Dan, some more of the content creation things. So it and also to help with marketing. So if you're like a guest on a podcast, or if you want to record a podcast, you want to record videos for TikTok, for Instagram Reels, for Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, what have you, like there's always like, what do I need to edit the video? What sounds good for me to record? How can I turn a clip into like an audiogram to post on TikTok or Instagram? Well, here are some tools that I use that are been free, been great. Some of them I've upgraded to, but to get started, they're really simple to use. I'll start with Descript. And what Descript is great for is a handful of things. It's a free audio and video editing tool that you can use with the free version of it. But I also love doing screen recordings and creating GIFs with it. It's excellent for me to just go through a doc, go through something, and send that to a client to review to give them my insight. If I'm creating things for my newsletter as well, and I would want a GIF from like a that will help me, like a clip from a movie or something, I can easily screen record that and turn that into a GIF and put it in there. And then, of course, the quick video editing and audio editing with it has been really helpful. And so Descript is a great tool to use. Another one regarding audio that I love is Zencaster. And even recording like a personal video, they have 1080p that's free. So you can get like one of the highest quality video out there for free if you record it with a free account. There are some limits, of course, for how long you can record and how much. But I think if you're really just starting out as content creation, I think Zencaster is great to have people, or to have you record people with audio, video, record yourself. And it's great quality sound and visuals as well with it. So check out Zencaster. Another fun one that I like to use is Omnisend Subject Line Tester. Every now and then, especially with my newsletter, or if I'm writing copy from a client, to put that in Omnisend, the subject line, and it kind of gives me it does give me a ranking of what it is, how many words, where it could be tweaked a little bit, how good it is. It's just something quick that I use, as well, regarding the content creation side of things. And then one last one. This is not so much content creation regarding free tools, but this one I recommend it all the time to writers, marketers. Power thesaurus. If you're tired of saying the same word over and over again, like what's another way for me to say powerful? What's another way for me to say valuable? efficient. Powerthesaurus.com, if you look that up, it gives you a laundry list of things and new words to look for. And the app is good on your mobile device, but I always have that tab open, to go to it, type in a word, and see what else I could say. So that's another good one. And, when we say running our business, it really does help me with spark some new words and creativity, and to come up with some, different headlines and how I market myself and market my clients' work too.
That's awesome, Terry. Yeah, those sound pretty cool.
Yeah, really cool to use. I know Dan and I use them. We've used those things, for our content for this podcast, and this video series as well. So, any other free tools to run your
Hmm.
writing business, Dan?
Did we touch on Grammarly?
Touched on Grammarly a little bit, how there's like the free extension that you can use. That's a
That's
really
right.
good
You
one.
mentioned that one.
Yeah, I use
Canva.
Canva is another free graphic design tool that's excellent. You can do a lot with Canva, and I've upgraded and paid for that one. But I'm telling you, the templates that you can use, like even start creating like website wireframes, Canva is an excellent free tool as well.
I, I always upgrade to Canva when I need that, like remove a background from a picture and then downgrade it.
Look at you cheating the system. Nice,
Right, right.
nice, nice. I like also from an SEO standpoint, just one more. I use Mozbar. It's a free extension that you can put. And what that does is that when you're searching on Google and you go to a page, you get all these rankings and you get to see, how much traffic is going to that site, like how many backlinks, how many people, are coming to that site, and like across, the links, how many sites have linked this article in this website. I think that's really helpful for me in deciding, okay, I can see that this is super competitive and this will be a tough keyword or key phrase for me to rank for. So let me, keep searching and looking. And that's just once you get used to what numbers you're looking at, you can, come up with better content and something unique. And I find that tool pretty helpful for me when I'm like creating content for myself and for other people.
Nice. There you go. Sounds like a good one
Yeah.
too.
And of course, just, library, go work for free in the library, read a book, get a library card,
The
help learn a
library
few
card.
things for free. It's not a tool, but it's just a free resource. Go to your
It's not
library.
a tool. Just get out of the house and go do it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, absolutely. Um, but yeah, Dan, I mean, those, we were talking and we talk about, we're always recommending tools like, hey, have you checked this out? Dan and I are always doing that. And these are ones that we just see like, look, these are helping us, run our business, get clients, um, help our clients, as well. So, those are a good one. And it just made me think of one more. I'm sorry. This is a really candid episode. I use Wave for my accounting software,
Oh,
where that's
yeah.
just sending invoices, getting paid in my account, transferring it, everything, having clients be able to pay online using a credit card, ACH transfer. So if you're thinking about what do I use for accounting? How do I know, how do I send invoices? How can clients pay me? Wave is a really helpful tool, and you can do a lot with it with the free account. I promise you that. I use that all the time. I don't know, Dan, if you have anything from an accounting standpoint or anything like that.
We just use QuickBooks, which is a paid monthly
Yeah.
subscription.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're starting out, use Wave. It's a great free tool, for that element of it. Kind of relieves a little bit of the headache of wondering how your clients are going to pay you, what will my invoice look like, things like that. So check that out.
All very important.
All very important stuff. All right. All right. Invaluable free tools to run your writing business. That's our list. What do we do? Like 9, 10 things? Someone
Yeah,
put us
something
in the
like
comments.
that.
Yeah, it's good. It was good. But we just thought this would be really helpful for everybody. Get a look into like our tech stack, if you will, but also like the free side of things of what we use, where we can save money a little bit.
Next week we ought to run through our paid tools.
Paid tools. Ooh, it's good, man. But like, dude, I mean, a lot of them we kind of listed to upgrade,
That's
but
true, right? You started
yeah,
free and then man, it's almost
yeah.
like those marketing
Yeah, there's a
tactics
lot
work,
of great things that we could, dive into there. But, for writers starting out, I think this is a good place to start for looking up some of those tools. And we'd love to hear if we missed any, some other free tools that you use, extensions, sites that you go to help with your writing, to help with the business side of things. So please comment on either YouTube, comment us on, social media, Twitter, LinkedIn. You guys can follow Dan Marzullo and Terry Schilling there. But yeah, we appreciate you listening. Anything else, Dan?
No, that's it. Yeah, link up your other tools. I want to check them out.
Yeah, see if we missed anything and something new that we could check out for sure. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for listening to another episode of The Copy Corner brought to you again by copyforeverybody.com and draftedcontent.io. We would love if you would rate, review, tell your mom, dad, friends, uncles about the show. And again, just follow us on social media. We'd love to hear from you all. We appreciate you taking the time and listening. See you next time.